With the DLC being around the corner, I thought I'd list a couple things I would want. They'll probably never be added, but I just want to see, just want to voice my opinion and get it out there. Number one, I would want like a capture the flag mode or something like that. Invasions are kind of boring, and the arena is like dead as hell. Like you can only find 1v1s. Uh, I would want like updates to the arena. I would want like capture the flag mode or something. Like if the multiplayer was actually good and like didn't like if it wasn't just so boring. It just feels like everyone that plays this game online is just autistic or just some old fart who has an ego about killing you, or and they throw poop at you or whatever, or the dung pods or whatever. Like it just seems like everyone that plays this game is it's just autistic. Like I don't know, including me. Like I'm not excluding myself from this. Sometimes when I die, I get mad and I want to blurt out and say some stuff, but I usually don't. Um, but yeah, a capture flag mode would just be kind of cool. Cause arena's dead as hell. Can't find 2v2s anymore unless you do like a tournament. Um, I mean, there's issues with that. Like capture the flag won't like save the game, won't save multiplayer, won't save the arena. But like if they actually cared about the multiplayer scene, which they don't, From Software has like this. From Software has never really truly cared about the online scene, except for Dark Souls 2. Like that's the only one. That game has the most balanced changes, most balanced updates in like the whole series. Like that game is despite what people think and despite what people say, had the most multiplayer updates of all the games. And the fact that Elden Ring is their biggest game, they haven't updated it. Like the multiplayer scene is like dead. It's like giga dead. It's like sometimes some invasions can't even find an invader sometimes. Like what are you talking about? Like what am I trying to say here? Like you can't like I tried to invade, and sometimes it's instant, and sometimes it's like I'll wait like literally like 10 minutes to find an invasion. Like what? I can't find nothing. Like maybe it's the case of like not being not like how the invasion system works, where like you have to have like the host has to have a phantom with them. Maybe that's the reason. Maybe there's actually like a ton of players playing the game, but because they don't have a phantom with them, like you don't find any, and that's fine. I do play at like weird levels, like max level. I usually mainly play max level, as you can probably see with my health and my mana being that high. And I do find people at a max level, believe it or not. Not make a max level right now, but like a capture the flag mode would be cool. Even if they have the like level restricted to like in order to enter the capture the flag mode, like a ranked capture the flag mode, maybe we had to be like level 90 or something, to so it won't be like egregiously like spammed and all that. Like they could do that. I don't know why they don't. They'll probably never do this because they don't care about the multiplayer. They make a budget ass PvE game. Like yeah, it's a good game. It's a good PvE game, good exploration. But like once you do it one time, it's like, what's the point of doing it again? What's the point? If you're not making PvP builds, what's the point? What's the actual point of doing it? So like the next step or the next thing they could do is make the multiplayer good, right? But yet they don't. They don't make the multiplayer good. And I'm not just talking about like balance changes. I'm not talking about like, oh, this weapon's broken, nerf it. Oh, dual lances hit way too hard, or bleed is broke, or ooh, like that shit can easily be fixed, right? But I'm talking about like actual like making the multiplayer interesting enough where casual players do it. And like I don't know, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Like I don't know why they just don't make the multiplayer like good, like in general. I don't know why. They have the arenas, we just have like 1v1s and 2v2s. 2v2s is dead, 3v3s is dead, and the whole like, oh, I can summon spirits and do like 2v2s and stuff. The free for alls, that's dead. The only thing you can find is 1v1s, and if you ever enter a tournament, then you do a 2v2 or whatever. But like that's specifically if you do tournaments. If you do like there's like a Discord for it or whatever. But even still, it's like it's still dead. It's still dead. It's like it's unenjoyable. It's boring. Invasions are boring. A capture the flag mode or domination mode would be so cool in my opinion. Like being able to pick up some friends or pick up some goons that you invaded or whatever, or you helped with a boss. Be like, yo, you want to do some 2v2s after we beat this boss? And like, yeah. Like I've met people like that who want to like who like I still talk to from this day, who I met online like on this game. But the only thing you could do is really just 1v1s and gank and help people with bosses. It's like all you can do. You can't do nothing else. You can't do absolutely nothing else. So yeah, next thing I would pick is like adding 6 players or 7 players instead of 4. 4 player limit like actually like hinders the multiplayer scene. Honestly, if I had to say anything, like with the whole capture the flag mode, I would want that to be 8 players, like 4v4s. That'd be sick. Like you can even like make it red versus blue, like bro, that'd be like literally like Overwatch style. Like you like one team would be red, like they'll literally be red phantoms, and the other team would be blue or gold or whatever they want to like color themselves. That would be sick. Will they do that? Probably not. With the DLC add like 6 players, I hope so. I assume that's probably the minimum multiplayer changes that they'll do. They'll just add 6 players for the DLC instead of 4, because you know that's like one of the only things like everybody wants. Like I'm pretty sure like Ouroboros wants it, P. Peterson wants it, Stalansky wants it. Like every content creator, like they just want six player limit. Like they don't really voice their opinions much about the multiplayer other than like the balance changes. Like they're just so weird. They don't actually think about cool things that can be added to the game. They're just so like they're just so boring. It's like I want 7 players. I want capture the flag. I want multiplayer to be more thriving, but it's not. And this is supposed to be their biggest game, so I don't know what to add on here. I just kind of just rambled on about a topic for like 5 minutes. I kind of took too long to try to get my point across, but I hope if you made it this long, I hope you got what I was spitballing about the like adding different types of modes, adding like maybe a ranked system for those modes. I did kind of want to go deep, like how like the arena ranks, like they don't correlate anything outside of the arena. Like in Dark Souls 3 or Dark Souls 2, like you had the ranks of your reward, right? And you would be able to other people would be able to see like what your rank was, because of Dark Souls 2 you had the glow, or Dark Souls 3 you had the medals above your head. Like when you did an invasion, you would be able to see or whenever you summon a phantom, you would be able to see like your reward. Literally, you would see your like a medal above your head. You don't get to see that in Elden Ring. That little banner that you get for the ranking system in the arena, you don't get to see that outside of the arena. You only get to see it inside the arena. That's one thing I would want changed. I would honestly want the glow back. I feel like the glow from Dark Souls 2 was way cool. They'll probably never add that though. Dark Souls 2 is such a failed game in everybody's opinion. Not me though. I like Dark Souls 2. Other than that, I mean, what else? 6 player limit, adding a rank system, them advertising the multiplayer more. Players need to be playing the multiplayer more. Stop doing the PvE. Like if you're on New Game Plus 10, like what the fuck are you doing? If you're on New Game Plus 1,000 trillion gazillion, like who cares, bro? Who actually cares? Ganking is at an all-time high. Like you can't barely find a match. I don't know. It's just so overrated, bro. And I've been playing Souls games since Dark Souls 2. I got 1,000 hours in like damn near each of them. Dark Souls 3, I got like 1,000 hours plus. Dark Souls 2, I got like 1,000. Dark Souls 1, I got like 600. Elden Ring, 1,000. Shoot, if I want to count PC, I got like 600 on PC alone. So I don't know, man. It just seems kind of it just seems it's just so embarrassing. Like I'm probably not gonna buy another From Software game if they keep the multiplayer like this again. Like it's just so sad. They literally don't. They literally updated the game like what, like 8 times, 8 times in the span of 2 years. They updated the game 8 times in 2 years. Honestly, it's making my blood boil. It's really making my blood boil. I'm about to get off. I hope I got my point across. I probably didn't. I'm a really bad speaker. But yeah, leave it to From Software to just not care about the multiplayer at all. Just we make budget PvE games that are probably AI generated. They're AI generated games with random like scripts. Just this character is this character is that. What's the end goal? The Elden Ring, guarded by a fictional beast monster dragon. Like it literally seems like you put a script inside of an AI and just like transformed it in your own way, and then you just put the Dark Souls gameplay over it. Like that's literally all. It really feels like that's all they did. But yeah, that's gonna be me. See ya.